Good evening and welcome to Let's Talk channel with Princess Josephine. Thank you for supporting this channel. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. Please leave me comments, give me thumbs up, and also share this video with your friends and family, with everybody. Anybody share it's good. It's time for sharing. Share this video with anyone, and thank you again for your support. I truly appreciate you. This evening I'm going to talk about emotional abuse. Emotional abuse, that's my topic for tonight. So if you ask people who have gone through emotional abuse, they will tell you that this type of abuse is the worst of all abuses. And it is the worst because emotional abuse does not leave any physical evidence, such as scratches, scars, bruises, marks. Does not leave any evidence whatsoever. So the only evidence that emotional abuse leave is a feeling of loneliness. So why, or let me say, how did emotional or mentally abuser to their wife, how did they develop this kind of character? How did they get to where they are? How did they learn this behavior? Because this behavior is a learned behavior. But where did they learn it from? They may learn it from their father, where they may watch how their father treated their mother, how their father handled their mother, or how their father handled their sister, or handled other women outside. So that's how they learn it from. They may learn it from their friends. They may learn this behavior from other family members or other role models. So it could be their father or their environment, the environment where they grow up. They have seen so many men degrading women. They have seen husband abusing their wife, their girlfriend. Not necessarily physically, but we're talking about emotionally. They themselves may have been abused emotionally as a child, or being neglected as a child. They have to go through some trauma as a child, so they develop that kind of character. Some of them may say, well, somebody have done that to me, so it's okay if I do it to somebody else. Somebody who I love, who's supposed to love me, have done that to me, so I'm going to do it to somebody else that I love, and who else beside their wife, or maybe sometimes their children. Sometimes the abuse, the emotional abuse they are showing toward their wife will move over to their daughters. They will do the same thing to their daughters. So it's a learned behavior. Learn from father, maybe uncle, maybe other men in the neighborhood, other men in the family, people around them, or it has been done to them many times when they were a child and they grew up with that empty feeling inside. And the way they fill up that empty feeling is by doing the same thing to somebody else that they love, like their wife, their kid. So it is all learned behavior. You see, an emotional abuser person, an emotional abuser will do anything to get sympathy. They want sympathy. They want people to sympathize with them. They want people to, to feel sorry for them sometimes. So they will lie. They may lie about their mother. Oh, my mom don't love me. My dad don't love me. So that is a warning. That is an early warning, an early sign of an emotional abuser. That's the early sign. When you're dating someone and that person starts to say something about their mom and their father. Oh, my mom never said he loved me. Oh, my dad never said he loved me. Oh, I'm not so, start to say something that you say, what in the world are you going to say this about your mom? So that's a warning sign to you. But then the next minute they turn around, oh, I love my mom. They call mom, hi mom, how are you? And then you start saying to yourself, didn't you just say the other day that your mom never said she loved you and you have problem with her and all that? But now you're calling her and gushing about how much you love and you care about her and do all that on the phone. So that should be a warning sign for you to know that something is not right with this man. Something is not right. Another early sign of an emotional abuser is when he starts withholding information from you. When he starts withholding information from you, or when he wants to tell you something but he didn't tell you the truth, he twists it around or tell you the opposite of what is the truth. And then later on you find out from somebody else the real truth. Then that would be a warning sign that this man, I haven't even married him, or maybe you just married him. How come he tell me something different, something that is not the truth? How come? So that's a warning sign for you. When a man starts to play mind game with you unnecessarily, then that is another warning sign to be careful. When a man have no respect for women whatsoever, it's not going to show, but if you are close to him and you be with him for a period of time, you will find that, you will know that this man have no respect for women whatsoever. He will respect them if he has something to gain from them, either sexually or something else. If he need those women, he will show respect and he will show concern and will show likeness to them until he gets what he wants from them. And after he get what he wants from them, he have no respect for them anymore. He doesn't have no respect for women. But sometimes you can tell. Sometimes he will, respect them and all that, and that's because there's something that he wants from them. Maybe they do something for him. Maybe they help him, achieve some certain goal. Then he will treat them right and talk to them and act like he cares, he's concerned about these people. Until after he doesn't need their service anymore. And being his wife, you can hear about how he praised this lady because maybe she has his secretary or she helps him in the office or something, and he praised her. And then when you get home, he make a little remark, and then you say, wait a minute, you have no you will be saying to yourself, this man have no respect for women whatsoever. You will find out. Yes, unless the woman is beautiful or useful to him, then he will show some respect if they are beautiful or they're useful to him. But the moment that they're not useful to him anymore, he will switch back. He doesn't care about them anymore. He doesn't have no respect for them. Of the one that is beautiful suddenly don't don't want his advance, or doesn't, want that kind of relationship with him, he will turn against her. Now you will know his true color. See, another thing about an emotional abuser husband is, if he was married before and now he married you, and he's supposed to be your husband, but he is talking about his ex-wife, and he's gushing and praising his ex-wife just to make you jealous. Just to make you jealous, talking about how his ex-wife make better food, or how his ex-wife is this and how his ex-wife is that. And you be thinking, wait a minute, I'm your wife now. But he's constantly talking about his ex-wife, and that people almost think that you're not his wife, that Mary Jo or Marianne or whoever is his wife, because that's the woman that he talk about so much. And then maybe a week after or whatever, he will turn around and start complaining about the same ex-wife, about everything that she did to him, or how she left him, how she used to do this to him, or how crazy she is. And then you say, wait a minute, didn't a few days ago you were talking and gushing about her, about how wonderful she can cook, and all the things that you guys do together? But now you're cussing her out and calling her out and telling her about how miserable she is, and her mother, how crazy they both of them are. So that is a sign, somebody who is normal doesn't behave like that. So that is a warning sign for you. Or somebody who out of nowhere will talk about their ex-girlfriend while they are married to you. We're talking about their ex-girlfriend, things they used to do together, where they used to go, and blah, and this and that. And if you have self-esteem, you just stand back and just look at him and say, there's no way you have to say to yourself, there's something wrong with this man. While I'm married to you, you're talking about ex-girlfriend and things that you do, you do together, how you wish, what could have happened if you are being with that person. Come on, a normal person don't do that. Bringing up ex-wife, bringing up ex-girlfriend, bringing up ex-this and or ex-that, and my bringing out old girlfriend, bringing out schoolmates. You haven't, come on. So that that person is going to be an emotional abuser, because these people, they have to have so many women around them. They have to be involved with so many women to make them fulfill. So they may be your husband, sleeping in the same bed or being in the same house, but they will be out there having sex with all these women, which they call just friend. But these women are not just friends, they are friends with benefit. Those are the women that he go to, have sex with them, go out with them, wherever, go to dinner or whatever, go out with them. They already fulfill his emotional need. So when he come home, you are like nothing to him. You are like they don't even want to see you. You are like you bother them. To them, it's better if you're not there, because the emotional need and the sexual need or whatever, they already go out there and they already get it. And if those women out there say something they don't like, or they don't do something that he want them to do, or they have a little bit disagreement, he will come home and take it out of you. You are his, the person he is going to verbally abuse to make himself feel good. Yes, another thing, if you go out with somebody who is an emotional abuser, if you go to a function with them, if people who knows them before you marry them, who knows their life before, are around in the same party, these people will ignore you. Especially if the ex-wife or a girlfriend or something is there, they will ignore you. They will totally ignore you. They will act like they didn't come there with you, that they don't know you, they won't even leave the function with you. They will leave the function and go sit in the car, and when you look around, you don't see them and everybody's leaving. Then you will go toward the car and you see that they're already in the car waiting. So yes, they will act like they don't know you, even though they are the one who invite you to the event. They are the one who you went with because they are your husband or your boyfriend. But once they get to that event and the ex-wife is there or ex-lover is there, or they don't know you anymore. They will purposely do that, so the other people that know that they are married to you will say, wait a minute, you see how he's ignoring her, as if he never know her, or as if they didn't come together, or as if he's not married to her. And all that didn't happen by mistake. This stupid abuser, this emotional abuser of a man, have already have that plan out before you get to the event. He knows exactly what he was going to do, and he did it. So, and how does it affect you when this emotional abuser unleash their emotional on you? How do you feel? I mean, you feel angry, of course. You should. You feel angry. You feel, you may feel panic. You may feel ignored. You may feel depressed. You may feel like you may feel worthless. You may feel like you don't belong. There's a lot of feeling that comes with that. A lot of negative feeling that comes with that. And when you start feeling that way, then he's happy, he's joyful, he's have power. It means that he achieved his goal, and then he's gonna do it again. And the next time he do it, he will plan to do it even bigger. He will do it bigger. He would think about, it's like a psychopath. This kind of men, they are psychopaths, because they will research and they will think and they will analyze and they will plan about what they're going to do to you, just to break you, to destroy you. That will be their goal. They will have no other goal, because every time they see you, they will say, okay, wait, see what I'm going to do to you. Just wait. You haven't seen anything yet. So why did people stay in emotional abusive relationship? Why do people stay? I think I've talked about that before. People might stay because of financial situation. People might stay because of their children. People might stay because of their commitment, maybe religion, purpose. People might stay because of family member. People might stay because they have no choice. So there's many reasons why people stay. Mostly financial reason, and mostly because of the children. So that's why people stay. How to handle an emotional abusive husband, boyfriend, significant other, partner. How to handle them? And how do you move on from this kind of emotional abusive relationship? How do you handle it? How do you move on? You have to turn the game. You have to change the game. If once you already know how this person who abused you emotionally and mentally and verbally, once you know how he does it, then the game is over. Then you have to turn the table. If this emotional abuser, who can be your husband, have the tendency of ignoring you, two can play the game. Then you start ignoring him back. Do what he did to you, start doing it to him. All right? I'm not gonna say start to embarrass him in public, because too wrong doesn't make it right. You may not want to embarrass him, verbally. Don't verbally embarrass him in public, but you know how to ignore. For instance, if you know that when he see you coming, he will ignore you like he doesn't know you, walk by him. Even if he's standing there with his friend, maybe before you will approach them and you will say, hi, how are you? And you greet them. Don't do that. Just walk by. Walk by him. Let him taste his own medicine. Don't talk to him because he saw you coming and he turned, and he saw you coming and he started walking away the opposite direction. That's all right. Next time, because he knows that you are coming to say hi to him, so you just walk by him and don't pay him no mind. Don't even say hi, don't even say hello. Just walk by and don't pay him no mind. If you see him sitting and everybody's sitting and he's sitting, don't go sit next to him. Find some place else to sit. Let him sit by himself. Find some place else to sit. So turn the table. So the same thing that he's doing to you, maybe not in that level that he become a psychopath, maybe not in that level that he turn crazy. Start doing the same thing that he did to you, in the lower level. Start doing it to him. Let him taste his own medicine and let him see how it feels. That's the way you don't make yourself a victim. When he start ranting and he start talking and he start abusing his mouth and blah, 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 and he start talking all that nonsense, just don't answer him. Don't listen to him. Just go on and do what you have to do. Let him keep talking. Okay, so the way he study you, the way the abuser study you, study him the same way. Trying to do the same thing that he's doing to you, do it to him. Let him see how he feel. Okay? So like they said, two can play that game. So he's playing the game, you play the game. If he play the game, then you play the game. He play the game, you play the game. Game. When he starts tasting his own medicine and he knows how it feels, sooner or later he will realize that, oh wow, this woman is not as stupid as I think. Act like you don't care. And then you have to make yourself financially self-reliance. You don't, because once you start studying him and you start studying and see what he said about how you need him, how you can this and blah, 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 blah. Well, if you have to go get a job, go get, and not having a job doesn't matter, because many women have the best job and their husband is still doing the same thing. So start saving money, because you may have to anticipate that maybe one day he will go out, he's not going to come back home. Start to detach yourself from him emotionally. Detach yourself from him emotionally. Okay,